Welcome to Build a Boat for Treasure, a game where literally everyone builds cars and tanks, for their own massive ego and self-fulfillment. Where the economy is as broken as Germany right before they invaded Poland. Today we will be demonstrating naval warfare in this accursed game. And no, it will not be on the river made of blue sand, but rather on a platform in the sky, because an ocean in the sky makes sense. We will be using the Imperial Japanese super battleship Yamato for today's demonstration of how fun driving Lego boats and shooting medieval-era cannons can be. Before we move on to how one plays the Yamato, we must first ask the question on how the creator of this game managed to screw up shipbuilding in the first place. Perhaps his view on what the game should be is that this game is meant for 5-year-old kids to build tumorous blobs and be carried down a sand conveyor through these multiple stages. Chill's views on what his game is was just like Germany's views on what the world is back in 1940, and the world didn't seem to like it at all. However, with gamer ingenuity and our big brains, we have invented land, air, and sea combat. Yes, you heard that right lads, naval warfare is now a thing in Build a Boat, and it's as fun as stealing your parents' credit card information without being found out. We had tank battles, with the map as the map, and potato cannons that you can outrun even if you aren't Usain Bolt, where a single stray cannonball hitting your side is enough to destroy the entire hunk of metal glued together with green merge. We also had airplane battles. Wait, director, we did. Ahem, airplane battles. A combination of skill and why am I wasting my life on this game feelings. Where every time you miss your rockets, you are required to reload your weapons. Just like the women and children of Stalingrad. Where honorable kamikaze attacks on other kamikaze attacks were so common, even the Japanese were too breathtaken by their art to say anything. And now, finally, we have Naval Battles. Naval Battles is essentially a better tank battle. You are allowed more cannons, you don't die in one hit, unless you're HMS Hood being stalked by a Bismarck. You have more room to move around in if your friend happens to have an ocean map that unfolds to roughly 8 times the size of the whole map. And it's so fun sinking ships. We will begin by taking our pet Yamato out from her basement to have her first duel with an enemy battleship. USS Massachusetts, a worthy prey for Yamato to feast on. Our spy has also obtained incredible intel on how our enemy is propelled, telling us that the underside of the American Big Mac was powered by car wheels, proving our suspicions that our enemy was indeed too much of a coward to spam winter boat motors and reduce his turning arc. In this moment, we will reenact Bismarck's attack on HMS Hood, except in the Pacific Theater, sawing in half the Big Mac battleship in a way Phil Swift would have loved to have shown on his television ads. Moving on to Little Destroyer Chum, with our Yamato, we chase the little American destroyer, taking more damage than we are dishing out, until we ourselves sink, making a very honorable occasion that Yamamoto would have been proud of. This is Houga, an aircraft carrier, a master-crafted form of the classic screw-you. Next, we will be up against Yamato's sister ship Musashi. It is apparent that Houga is not just an aircraft carrier, but an aircraft herself. Earning up to her dragon name. Being envious of Musashi's deck, the flat-decked carrier does not launch her planes, for Build a Boat's disgusting 7-player cap limits aviation crew members. Aiming her potato launchers, her fires at the Yamato-class cheeks. As described by Euro, these cheeks resemble the cheeks of an anime girl, just like the one in your basement. Utilizing our deckless carrier, we proceed to assault the poor destroyer with a hail of potato cannons, making short work of a ship with a captain who's away from their station, quite honorable to say the least. Here we see the enemy preparing to run from the battle, trading his honor for his life. A very not honorable action. We will put this American in his right place by subsequently rising from the dead, and destroying his escape route. With my car seat that control these cannons gone, I will have to manually activate these cannons and set the already capsized destroyer ablaze for my own enjoyment. As you can see, in naval battles you can evade cannon shells like how I evade the IRS tax police. With that I will conclude this educational TED Talk. I hope this was entertaining and informative. If you have watched till this end, I hope you were choking on your breakfast as you laughed at my stale humor. That was a joke. Please do not choke yourself. Instead, like and subscribe to this channel.